Let's talk about more strategies. Get ready for a 2022 strategy video, guys. The market, let's face it, has changed this year from what we have been used to over the past couple of years, but we still got to come in every day and trade and make money. Let's talk about some strategies that are working this year versus last.
Yeah, look, we're in a raising rate environment, and we just had the Fed. So, volatility is going to be moving. You've seen the VIX make some fresh highs and volatility going crazy. So you've got to expand your horizon. But one strategy that I know is a little bit different how you would have approached buying the dip in the morning would be looking for that expanded 930 like wipeout trade. And it can be in either direction. And I get that. I'm going to use AMD as an example. The first thing when you watch this, I'm looking for something which has a big expanded range off a key level previously. So AMD here, double bottom at 100, and then look at the resistance at 110. So in just 1 week, it's going back and forth, a big cap name, 10% in either direction. Now we have the break and gap above that 110 level. So you've broken away from that particular price. And then I want to look at what was the immediate support here. That next day was at 111. I understand we broke that 111 here. That was on the Fed down pull. I feel a lot of times those levels aren't going to be as big when you're watching them because it's more of a liquidity vacuum, and it did snap back. But 111 is a level that I'm watching right here. That was your pre-market bottom. So you sort of take that and then look at what ends up happening at the open. You anticipate that there is going to be a big move in one direction or the other. And if I like the stock off of that break of that $10 range to the upside, then I want to be buying in front of it. Now, when it's sitting at 113, sort of sideways here, you're saying, it's not really going anywhere. But you are looking for it to snap back down. And at that point, if it bounces off of your level, you are looking to see, does it bounce, does it hold? It tries to break 111, goes like 5 or 10 cents down. Snaps back up, it's bam, you get your entry in, and then you're out right when it recovers back to the pre-market level. This is not necessarily something that you always think is going to be a continuing trend, but just catching that falling knife can be tricky. But if you've got that level in mind when it's reversed, it was 100 to 110, and now you get above that level, the next day 111 is support, turns at 111, you go long when it retakes that level. You're out at that open price that we held at 113, in and out pretty quick. But you're using volatility to your advantage. You're able to actually catch 3% of a move in just a few minutes, and that's something you can do this year that you probably weren't thinking about the last couple.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm going to just basically echo what Neil was saying. And I think in this environment, you also do have an opportunity. And this is what I'm trying to do better. It was actually, we had a video that was like, what was our sort of resolutions or what we're trying to do better for in 2022. And what I was talking about was trying to hold a little bit more of the trade for a longer move. And unfortunately, my trades don't show up from yesterday, but I think I have a decent example here on Rivian. In and just quick scalps, right? But then when we get that huge move upside there, when it kind of goes parabolic, and I wanted the short, we average, and then look at this tank all the way down. We actually held this all the way down there before finally getting out at a 40 break, but still that's 250 worth of a move. So it's like, get out of whatever you can here as it comes down. We broke the 50 period, we broke VWAP, and then we just started to hold. Normally we're getting out at these levels. I mean, this is still 70, 80, 90 cents worth of a winner on a scalp within like 5-10 minutes, but no, we let it drip all the way down. And we did the same thing on Facebook yesterday. We did the same thing on BABA. We did the same thing on NVIDIA. Yesterday we held NVIDIA for $10 winner there off the bottom. Let's just look at that quickly here. Yesterday's bottom of 232 actually coincides with we're not going to have it here from yesterday, but this was, we are actually. Here it is, perfect. This is exactly the trade that I wanted to show you guys. Here's NVIDIA yesterday, 232 long, right? Right off the open, we take some of this long. Then it builds, and look at this. This is the important thing. It builds levels down here. It's giving you and showing you that it doesn't want to go lower. I mean, it might want to go lower, but we have a strategy here. We're going to go long. If it takes out the bottom, we get out. But look at this, scalp. So we're long right now, 234. Maybe I can just zoom this up here so you can have a quick, better look here. Let me see if I can just do, there we go. So you're long 232 here. Look at the first out, right? There's another 234 long. Then we get out 234.40. That's 235. This is 230. 235.70 right there. This is 237.50. So we're already now in the money $5. And we held 20, I think it was more like 30%, but we hold it all the way up. And look what we let this go, up, 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 and hold this. So I believe that you have to scalp some out, but I just think in the crazy environment that we've had in 2022, like this market can be up 3% and then back to zero in an afternoon. That's a crazy environment. So you want to be long or short when stuff like that happens. So I believe the way to trade 2022 is, like what Neil was saying, scalp out. There's no doubt about that. Take some out, because the volatility, you could be wrong, like right and then wrong right away. But when you're right, you definitely want to make sure you hold something, and that gives you that $10 winner here on NVIDIA.
If you are a short-term trader, you have to be ready, willing, and able to shift directions and shift your approach when the market changes. And the market has changed this year versus last year, guys. So increased volatility, increased ranges means increased opportunities. There's a couple ideas for you to take to the market next week.